Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another flip through. I think we ended on this spread here, and this was Saturday, the 14th of April. And I forgot to mention that these beautiful date stamps were a download from Recreations by Brooke, her Facebook page. Okay, so I'll link that below, and I'll link her YouTube channel below. She does very generously and graciously give out downloads of her beautiful watercolor, either date stamps or there was a floral one that she just put up recently, so check that out. Okay, let's get started. So Saturday the 15th. Now, I'm going to have to try to remember what happened. Obviously, I was crocheting. So this picture tells me that I must have finished my grandmother's lapgan. And so this is taken or printed out on my HP Sprocket. And this is the yarn that I used. And yeah, I must have finally finished it. So we must have been down south this weekend. And we packed up, yeah, because some of the neighbors came over. I get maybe they're new neighbors, I'm not sure. But they came over to ask my husband how he had closed in part of our downstairs carport to make another living space. And so, yeah, so same old, same old. We came home, we meal planned, we sorted bills, same thing. I did some cleaning in my scrap room or my craft room, while Big Handsome did some cleaning around the house. He cleaned the pool and all that. I talked to my dad for a bit, yada, yada. And then I had started, since I finished my grandmother's lapgan, I had then started on my aunt's lapgan. And then on this day, we're in April, and I guess it was a bit cooler out. So yeah, same old Monday, talked to my grandmother, sat on my patio and had my coffee. I was decorating some pages in my Fauxbonichi for when I had time to catch up. Yeah, at this point in time, my daughter's graduation from university was coming up, so I was working on her graduation cap, and I needed to get it done this week because my girlfriend was going to be taking her senior pictures, so I wanted to do that. I spoke with a dear old friend, and that was nice to catch up with her. We used to homeschool together, and we're hopefully going to be planning a day together with some friends, so that was nice. And then Tuesday, oh wow, it was 55. That is pretty cool for down here. And I woke up really early for some reason. So, oh yeah, okay, I was having a crafty bestie day, so that was fun. And that's why I got up early, because I was having a crafty bestie day. So I made my crafty bestie her favorite tea, which is like black tea mixed with green tea mixed with chai tea, and we drink it iced. So, and then I also made her some yummy Amish sugar cookies. It was my first time making them, and they came out really nice. Oh, and I gave her the Afghan I had made. It was the first Afghan I had ever made. And so, yeah, she had come over one time before and said, oh, I love the colors of that. It's so pretty. And so, yeah, right then and there, I decided, okay, it's going to be yours when it's finished. So I gave it to her for her birthday. And this day here, my poor Big Handsome, he had 12 injections, trigger point injections along his spine to help, in the hopes that it would help with his chronic abdominal pain, which sadly it did not. There's more on that saga later on in the book. But yeah, so I took a picture of his back. He's got a lot of ink, and it was really kind of funny. Well, funny, not funny. I mean, how funny is it if you're going to get 12 needles put in your back? But he was actually falling asleep on the table. They don't put you to sleep while they do it, and so he was falling asleep. He was taking a little siesta while they were performing this procedure on him. And the nurses couldn't believe it, So when they came out after the procedure, walked him out, and they said, my goodness, I can't believe he was falling asleep during the procedure. That's like a first. And I said, well, did you see his back? I said, he's really not all too fazed by needles. So, yeah. So yeah, that was just a really long day. And while I waited at the hospital, here's a little tip in. I had, oh yes, okay, so I was able to catch up on my Fauxbonichi pages because I had pre-decorated them. That's why when I said before I was pre-decorating, that was why. Because I knew I was going to be at the hospital for a bit. And then I worked on my aunt's lap game while we were there too, and the nurse really liked it. Yeah, so that was that, my poor husband. And then here we have it, blank pages. Yeah, sometimes that just happens, you know. I had pre-decorated the page. I'm not sure if I had notes in my phone or not, but I just left them. I just had no inclination of going back and doing them, and that's okay by me. So then this day here was, I don't know if there's a glare or not. Yes, of course there's a glare. These, and I know you've seen these before, but these are pictures of my beautiful daughter, her senior pictures from graduating university. She graduated, let me think, at the end of April, I think. Well, I'm sure we'll find out in a minute as I flip the pages. But anyway. And then, yeah, so this was talking about the day that we went and my crafty bestie took her senior pictures. She took, hundreds of them. And then here she is with the school mascot. And this is the cap I actually did, the cap topper, graduation, the mortarboard topper. So I actually hand painted the sunflowers on here with acrylic paint, not onto the mortarboard directly. This is actually done on cardstock. And then I glued it to the top of her graduation cap. And a lot of people ask me, wow, I've never heard of that. Is that really a thing? And yes, it is a thing. It is a thing here. A lot of people do it, girls specifically, but you do see some guys with their caps decorated too. So that was that. And here she is beautiful walking with her little cap and tassel. Oh, she just, the pictures came out so beautifully. And there are a couple of her, you know, close up. I just did a little collage and yeah. So then that page, or this page here, I kind of designed with her school colors in mind, which are blue and gold. And let me think what I used. Oh gosh. I must have used my Winsor Newton watercolors. Yeah. And then we went to the Cheesecake Factory together so I could buy my girlfriend lunch because she just so kindly took our pictures, my daughter's pictures, for free. And they came out absolutely stunningly. So that was that. And we had a really nice day together. And then this day, okay, now summer is here. So we went from being a little bit cooler to now summer is here. It's hot and sticky out. And, oh, I need to glue that. Oh well. Let's see. Yeah, Big Handsome was in a lot of pain, but he did manage a workout. That's one of the many things that he still continues to do, even though he's in so much pain all the time. Yeah, he has a really good workout ethic and it helps to de-stress him. So, yep, he did that. And I worked on this page here while he was doing that. And I also uploaded a flip. Yep. And then we watched a movie tonight, or this night, and then we binged on Hannibal on Netflix. We were watching, and I crocheted on my lap cam. And then this just, you know, I didn't have a lot to say about the day, so I found a really cute picture of a couch because that's where we spent most of our day. And then this here, oh my goodness, I had received the most beautiful book by Recreations by Brooke. And of course, I already said I'll leave her links below. And she sent me just the most beautiful, what's it called? Junk journal. Oh my gosh, it was gorgeous. She has an Etsy store. You need to go over there and check her stuff out if you desire. She makes beautiful, beautiful books. And I was so thankful and just so blessed that she decided to make one for me. I was floored, flabbergasted, gobsmacked, okay? Because it's gorgeous. So, and I did do an unboxing, I believe, so I'll put that below too. There are going to be a lot of links. And then look at this gorgeous tag she made. This, I actually photocopied this because I left the original tag in the book, and the original tag is bigger. But I photocopied it. She did this painted this beautiful girl. I just love her artwork. And then I wrote about it on the back. And let me see. Yeah, this is a pocket here. So I had just printed out pictures on, or a picture of the book Mrs. Nichols that she had given me on, I really hope that's not glary. Of course it's glary. I photocopied this or scanned it or I don't know how I did it, but I printed it out on photo paper. And then on the back here are a couple of pictures of the inside of the book and just cute little personal things that she put in there. And it was just gorgeous, gorgeous. So yeah, I guess I was having a rough day this day. So I was so thrilled when I received that. Yeah, apparently I was in need of some Zen. And then let's see here. This is a Monday, so I called Grandma. And then... Oh, okay. I guess my sunshine and I went out. We went to Publix and then, yeah. Oh, he was just going to be starting work out at the plant. So, yeah. So he was really excited to start work out there. And he is loving it, by the way. And then I worked a little bit on my Childcraft junk journal. And then, yeah, that's when I received her, Brooke's gorgeous, gorgeous book. And oh my gosh, it was so great. Yeah, and then Beauty Queen got some, disappointing news that she did not end up getting the 4th grade teaching position. Instead, they kept her as a teacher's assistant in the K4 class. Yeah, she was super, super disappointed. And, yeah. We were all pretty disappointed for her. Anyway, and then she came home sick again with a fever. Oh my gosh, it's like, because she works with kids, she picks up every little thing and, so yeah, poor thing. So Eric came over this night. He usually comes over on Tuesday nights, but he came over this night to help console poor Beauty Queen because she was sad and sick. So I crocheted some more. We watched some more Netflix, and that was about it. There is something in my book. Okay. And then, yeah, so on this day here, my daughter ended up not even going to work because she was still sick with a fever, and she just had kind of like a flu-ish cold type thing. And yeah, so that was not fun. And then the background here, this green, I had started color dyeing my papers, and I color dyed them. It's like tea dyeing, only you use, sorry for that glare, only you use what's it called, food coloring, and it makes the prettiest color paper. So anyway, so I was doing that. Yes, Beauty Queen stayed home from work because she was, all of the stress and of course the disappointing news the day before, and work and school was really getting to her. She was coming up on finals week, and oh my goodness. So, oh yeah, that's what happened too. This was finals week. Yeah, and all of this stress of everything sent her into a POTS flare because she suffers with POTS as well. It's the same thing that I have, postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. And she had a final that day, the poor thing, that she actually had to go to the school to do. And I had a dentist appointment that day, so I told her she was in no condition to drive. I was not going to let her drive. So I went ahead and canceled my dentist appointment so that I can drive her to school so that she could go in and do her exam. The poor thing. Oh my goodness. But I'll tell you what though, that girl, nothing stops that girl. Ever since she's been in college, she has been on the dean's list every single semester. So I don't know how she does it, but yeah, she went in, the poor thing, for this final exam, not feeling well, in a POTS flare, having a fever. Oh, gosh, the poor thing. But she did well on the exam. So yeah, and then afterwards we actually stopped off at Buffalo Wild Wings just to have some girl time together and just decompress and relax together. And she was feeling a little bit better. I think she was relieved after her exam. So yeah, we did that and then came home and same old, watched Netflix and worked on my lap gam. And then this day here was a Wednesday. So let's see. Beauty Queen was still sick and she was still home. Yeah, she slept until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And then I worked on dyeing and ironing papers. And I know it's funny because when I said I was ironing papers, some of the ladies were like, seriously, I don't even iron clothes. And let me tell you, I don't iron clothes either, you know. But I do like to iron. This is the first time I've ever ironed papers, and I'll be quite honest with you. It works out better. Ironed papers, let me see if I have one here somewhere. They actually come out a lot flatter than when I try to iron coffee stain papers for some reason. So I don't know if it's the paper I'm using or what, but this is how it comes out. This is paper that I took out of a journal. I stuck it into water that was colored with food coloring, left it in there, took it out, let it dry. I do believe I let these dry naturally. No, I did. I put them in the oven to dry and then I ironed them and they came out really nice and flat. And I like that for these pages, you know. Anyway, a little tidbit on that. And okay, this is the day that I filmed and uploaded the unboxing of Mrs. Nichols, and oh, it's a beautiful, beautiful book. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, go check it out and check out her YouTube channel and Etsy and all of that. And then let me see. Oh, golly day. Yeah, Big Handsome had his follow-up with the surgeon and they found another flippin' tumor. Yeah. So that needed to come out. So at this point in time, it will be his third resection, and there's more on that saga as we go on. Then on this page here, let's see. Oh, this is a beautiful watercolor painting that I had seen on the Facebook, and it was by my dear friend Sandy, and she is just a wonderful watercolorist. Oh my heavens, Betsy. She just doesn't even realize how talented she is. And it reminded me of As the Deer, the song. So I went and printed this out and tore it up and put it in. But also on this day is the first day that I actually worked on a spread in Mrs. Nichols. And it was all inspired by this picture here. And I'll put that link below too, guys. I'll put that link below too if you want to go over and check it out. Because, you know, I'm hoping to film Mrs. Nichols' journal with me pages, you know, in the future, because there aren't very many process videos, I guess, or journal with me videos where people actually are journaling in their junk journals. Now, I can come up with a few off the top of my head that do it, which would be Johanna Clow. She actually shows you working in her junk journal. Who else? The Rebookery has really great process videos. Brooke shows not process videos, but she actually shows you flip throughs of how she designs her pages and, you know, flip throughs of her junk journal. Who else off the top of my head? Junk journals. MyLifeMits. She shows you, she does process videos with her junk journals. So yeah, anyway, that's what I did. I did a page in Mrs. Nichols and it was great. And then this is what my craft room looked like afterwards. What a disaster area. Oh my. Anyway. Okay, let's get through this month, Elizabeth. Hurry up. Well, guess what happened to me? Yep, my daughter had been sick and then I got sick. So yeah, I woke feeling like death. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and then my nose, you know, like that when your nose is like stuffy, but it's running at the same time. It's horrible. And so I walked around the house with 2 wads of tissue stuck up my nostrils. I was a sight, I'm sure. Yeah. Oh my goodness. And then we were also looking forward to this weekend because we were going to go down south and my in-laws were coming to celebrate my daughter's upcoming graduation. Here I got a lovely happy mail from my dear friend Debbie. Her link will be below. She does Fauxbonichi flip throughs that are really cute. And yeah, I had snot rags everywhere. So, oh my goodness. Yeah, it was terrible. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so we were all down in the Keys. And my daughter and her boyfriend went out fishing, but the seas ended up being 4 to 6 feet. Whoa. Yeah, yikes. So they came back in, and we visited with Mama and Papa for a little bit. And yeah, so that was that day. And then on this day here, my daughter had actually given my husband a stole of gratitude, which is a sash that is given to a person that has supported you throughout your college career. She decided to give that to her daddy, and it was super sweet. We all went to Buzzard's Roost to have Sunday brunch together to celebrate her graduation coming up, which was actually on a Monday. And then in here, I just took some little pictures and stuck those in. So that was a really sweet, sweet day. And then this, of course, was even sweeter. This was, the picture. I look like I'm like I have to pee, but I don't. It was super windy that day, and these dresses, like, woo, they fly up. So I was actually holding my dress down. I really didn't have to go pee at that moment. Anyway, sorry for the glare. So yeah, that's all of us on my sweet daughter's graduation day. And there's her name down here, graduated magna cum laude, in the little, whatever it's called, bulletin or whatever. And then here's a little journaling card that I slipped in here. And then that was the end of this book. Yeah. So that was it. And I had a great time finishing this book, and I love it. Look at that chunky goodness. Yep. So thanks so much for sticking it out. I know this has been a long video. I just wanted to get through this month's flip through. So make sure you check all the links below, and I hope I list everything for you. So yeah, have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.